Okay, today we are going to do a quick review of the Nozzle Select tool that you will find in the John Deere Apply Plus app. The Apply Plus app is one of the many free apps you can find in the John Deere App Center in your app stores. Open that up today. Okay, and when you open up the Apply Plus app, you've got a few things you can see, but what we'd like to do is go down to the bottom where you see Setup and Tools, and we're going to select Tools. And this opens up another page that gives us three tools. So the bottom tool you'll see is the Direct Inject Calculator. Then we have a Tank Mix Calculator, and we are going to touch the Nozzle Select tool. And that opens this up. So right off the bat, we have a few choices here to set up. So at the top you'll see Conventional, PWM, which stands for Pulse Width Modulation. So that would be the Exact Apply system or the equivalent in the industry. And then Auto Mode. I usually choose between conventional and PWM, so for most ASPs, they're likely going to have the pulse width modulation system, and maybe not quite as many farmer customers would. So we're going to stay on conventional today. It looks like it's already selected. And then we come down here and have a few vitals that we need to set up. So right off the bat, you can see gallons per acre is selected. And tip spacing, you can touch tip spacing and have a choice, to choose whatever tip spacing. Let's go ahead and leave that at 20. That's pretty common. Hit done. And we're going to touch speed. And let's say we're going to apply at 12 miles per hour. Select 12 and click done. And then an application rate. Let's say today we're going to put on 15 gallons per acre, and done. Solution density, unless we're putting on fertilizer, we'll leave that at water for spraying most herbicides. And then the droplet size, I'm going to go ahead and leave that at no preference. I'll show you that why I do that here in a second. So now that we've got those vitals selected, we're going to click on Find My Product. Now this brings us up a pretty big list of tips, and right off the bat, if you look to the right, you can see the various droplet sizes. So that's why I left that blank. And up at the top, you have the option of selecting a droplet size to narrow this list down. So let's say we're going to go ahead and look at coarse. Maybe we're spraying a systemic herbicide, so I'm going to click on C, and that narrows this list down to about 6 tips to choose from. Okay, we're looking at spraying weeds, so we're going to go ahead and select this PSULDQ 2005. We're going to touch on that because that looks like a tip that we might want to look at a little further. So when you touch on that tip, it opens up another page that gives you quite a bit of information about the tip. So right off the bat, you can see the required pressure, common use for weeds, kind of flow rate, and then it gives us some information that, it's great with, excellent with drift control, very good at high pressures, excellent with systemic herbicides or soil applied. And then it gives you kind of a chart here that at various speeds and pressures, what kind of droplet size you can achieve. So that's very good information, obviously. And then on down, a few more features. It's a tempered flat fan, air and AI nozzle, gives you the spray angle, the pressure range, on and on and on. So it gives you quite a bit of information on that tip. So again, this is a pretty detailed and easy to use app when it comes to getting information on these tips. So let's go back and let's maybe run this one more time. Let's say we're going to change our tip spacing to 15, and we're going to stay at 12 miles an hour on our speed, but let's just say we want to cut back to 10 gallons per acre. Done. And then we'll go ahead and again skip the droplet size and go to Find My Product. And again, we will go ahead and maybe check, let's go to medium droplet size and select medium, and that gives us again a list of about 6 or 7 or 8 tips to choose from. And maybe today we're going to look at plant health for this one. We got a few to choose from, and let's just go down here to this PSLDAQ1002. And again, we get another page of information on this particular tip. So as you can see, this is a pretty simple app to use. It's a great way to find various tip possibilities and selections for whatever you or the customer is wanting to accomplish. So I want to promote this app and encourage those of you in the dealership and actually outside the dealership customers as well to download this app and use it. It's a great tool. So thank you for watching. Please keep an eye out for more informational videos on the TTG Equipment YouTube channel in the future.